Hello the internet. It is 10:30 in the morning. I originally sat down to plan at 9 o'clock and then I had to rush over to Mum's house, not for anything urgent. The carer got stuck in traffic and so she was just on her own. So I went over just to be a bit of support. How are we doing for space? So I'm going to try and rush through this because in theory most of my planning has been done already as part of the sprint stuff that I did last week and the week before. So this is just implementing. I've lost my pen. Yes, this is just implementing an existing set of instructions or whatever. So the first thing I'm going to do is say what are my fixed appointments for the week. I actually am not going to section off that little section for the daily bits because I never use it. I just never use it. It's not worth it. So I'm just going to do a timetable that takes up more of the space. So in terms of fixed appointments, I have very little. I don't have any calls booked. I don't have any nail appointments booked. I don't have anything. This is week 3 of the sprint. So next week is my creative down week. It's my personal projects only, not working for any clients. So this week is kind of crunch week. So actually the timetable is really just work. Maybe work on Saturday. If I haven't finished everything, I will be working on Saturday, but that's okay because I will have the week off next week. Again, it's not off, but it's like all of my personal projects, all the fun things that I'm trying to catch up on, I will catch up on them then. So what are Mum and Mike's timetables like? Well, I'm on Mum cover tonight. Mike is in the office, I expect Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't think he's in the office on Thursday. And he's not in the office on Friday because we've got to take the cat to the vet, so I need the car. So yes, he's probably in the office Tuesday, Wednesday. That is fine. When do I need clean hair? I need hair for tomorrow. I need hair for Thursday. I can probably get away without doing my hair on Friday because I'm just going to be seeing the vet, and I will need hair on Sunday for playing golf because we're seeing people then. So that is sorted. When can I work out? So I think, goodness, if I'm doing barbell club on Thursday, then ideally it would be either Tuesday or Sunday. I could have gone today. If I trained at 9:30 on Friday, I'd finish at 10:30. I wouldn't get home until probably 11, so I wouldn't be ready to work until 12. So that would mean that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours potentially I could do what I need to do in 6 hours if I just work straight through. But then if we need to pick up the cat, then that might take out that time, so it might mean that I'm working into the evening. I could do, let's look at the Saturday workout and see what's going on then. I think I'm gonna do Friday. I think I am gonna do Friday. It does mean that I'll do night before and morning after, but I'm okay with that. What did I spend last week? I am not going to do money again. I haven't done it the last few weeks. It feels quite overwhelming. It is not something that I want to sit and do under a time trial because that's how I feel at the moment. Next week, when I'm on my down week, I will probably do a catch up of all of the money that I've missed. And take a little bit of a stock of that. I've been generally avoiding spending as much as possible because I feel like I've lost track of where I'm at. So I don't know if I'm like wildly over or if I'm very comfortable, but because I don't feel comfortable, I don't want to spend anything as much as I can. I did buy my mum some leggings on Sunday morning at like 1 o'clock in the morning because I was shopping online. And I got her 2 different sizes that she can try on and return one, but if she keeps them then she will send me the money anyway, so that's not my money. And it turns out that shopping for other people is much better for me. So instead we're going to jump straight to deliverables. That's it. I think that's everything. Am I waiting on any I'm not. I think that's fine. Deliverables, so things that I need to produce. Anything else? I mean, just general work stuff, I suppose, but other than that, I don't think so. I will leave it blank, just in case. So, work. So this is where we come to, oh, I finished this. This is where we come to the sprint kind of thing, the sprint kind of setup. So I'm just going to look at my tracking software and just so I did about 40 hours for FPT. So 1, 2, 3. So I've got 24 hours for FPT to do this week, which is just 3 8-hour days, which is very doable, very manageable. Jobs are good. I didn't finish quite a lot of the stuff last week. Last week was a bit of a dilly-dally week. So I need to, what do I need to do? Okay, so this is everything I need to get done. This in theory is 24 hours worth of work. This is 6 hours worth of work, which means that all of this needs to be 8 hours, and I've already gone 1, 2, 6 there. So all of this is about 3 hours of work day. I can do it outside of work day, so I'm going to find those 38 hours in this timetable here, and then we will crack on. So that would be 40 hours total, which would be, I said 38 plus 2, and hopefully that gives me enough of a cushion to make sure I get everything done. The other thing that I could do is I could say that I will try and do a bit of filming here and a bit of filming here. So if I'm at the desk by 9, then I could potentially do, I think each of these is about an hour's worth of work, maybe more like an hour and a quarter. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 hours. That's 4 hours plus, so we say that's 5 hours. So 6 plus 5 is 9. Yeah, so I think that more or less works. And I can always work, if I don't want to work on the Saturday, I can always work a little bit later on the Friday evening, and just make it work for me. I can also work an extra hour here. So I could work an extra hour here, I could work an extra hour and a half here, and just get all of this done. So this is Editing Fran. What happened here is that I went down a complete rabbit hole. I forgot to keep planning, and I started instead thinking about and talking about my planner plans for next year and how they're going to work or not work. And I've bought a Paper Test Designs weekly notebook, which I'm trialling alongside this current system that I've got, because I want to see if I'm going to use it for next year. And I spend the next 30 minutes not planning, but just talking to the camera and pointing at books. So I fast forwarded it, and then we're just going to skip straight to the end. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, decided. Right, this has been the most inefficient, and now everything's fine. I was supposed to finish ages ago. This is going to be a really horrible video to edit, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm genuinely quite pleased with this. And actually, do you know what's very nice is having something smaller that means that I can now put this away and all of this information is written down in here. But I've got this visual in my head. All right, I'm just going to do it. That's it. That's it. That's the end of the video. Who knows if this is going to work. But we will find out as we play work. Bye, the internet.